Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LeSean McCoy. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LeSean McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, it's Bell. Spins away. How did he stay on his feet? Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. This one caught by Crowder. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? They all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here come the Bills. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is taken around the 12. Oh, twisting away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Allen. He finds McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 39 that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Bills have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Well, this is something you may have to deal with when you give the keys to the offense to a rookie quarterback. Now 2 first-half interceptions.
And you do expect it. But I think this deep into the season, you're expecting that to improve and not see it quite so often, or definitely not in this case. So when he goes to the sidelines and the head coach puts his arm around him, he might not be talking to him in nice tones.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Gun!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. The give is to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, now it's Crowder. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
3-19! You. Here we go. Check it, boss. Check the call.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back over the... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Watching now, Barney.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And give him a gain of 37. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 49! Gun! 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 Hey, check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Patriot! Patriot! Back
And they'll go on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. Gets past him at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Santos with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, Barney!
Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Motion. That's it, baby. That's it. All right, now, lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react.
And he's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 20, and the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught by Herndon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Bullock will put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Switch. Check 26, check 26.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target.